First, 10 young people found themselves in the James River.
In the chaos, many of them clung to the capsized sailboat for hours. Some tried to survive by swimming miles to shore. Then, after treading water for hours and waiting for help, a tugboat smashed into the hard-to-see sailboat.
And that tugboat captain called 911, and that's when Isle of Wight County asked for Chopper 10. Shining a light to help spot the young people there, Chopper 10 showed this live as it played out this morning.
Tonight, 8 people are alive. 1 man didn't make it, and another still missing. 10 on Your Side has team coverage from Jason Marks and Andy Fox.
And we begin tonight with Jason.
Tom, that search continues just a couple miles up the James River from where we are. Now, we're at Brown's Marina here in Isle of Wight County, where just a couple hours ago, that 22-foot boat was brought here. We're told those 10 friends got on that boat late last night for a simple joyride that turned tragic. Only Chopper 10 can show you these images of a dramatic rescue in Isle of Wight County. Officials say 10 friends, all in their 20s, had just left a party when their boat capsized.
We don't know exactly what happened to cause this sailboat to overturn, to capsize.
We're told the friends, all from the peninsula, were on this 22-foot boat headed from Menchville and Newport News towards Hampton. They were sailing down the James River when something went wrong, causing the boat to flip over.
You can look at the boat and you can say it's a 22-foot sailboat. It's one thing to visualize in your brain, 22 feet. It's another thing to see it. And yes, it's a small boat for that number of people.
It was pitch black. Using anything they could find, 5 of the victims were able to use debris just floating down the river as flotation devices. They kicked their way for several miles, finally coming ashore along the Pagan River in Isle of Wight.
We believe that the people that made it to the shore were in the water for at least 4 hours, and they managed to make it to shore 2.5 to 3 miles is our estimate at this point.
From Chopper 10, you could see Coast Guard along with other rescue crews plucking the other victims out of the water and getting them to safety. We're told 4 were rescued, all taken to Riverside Medical Center, where officials say 23-year-old Tyler Lorenzi died. This is a picture of him we found on his social media page.
This is a tragic incident here.
This afternoon, the boat was recovered and brought to shore. This as crews are still looking for one last victim who hasn't been seen since he was thrown from the boat.
We are searching in the water, on the water bottom, and along the riverbank.
Yeah, and that search continues right now. We're told they're going to keep searching all the way until it gets dark. If they don't find that 24-year-old man, they say they'll be back first thing tomorrow morning. Now, there were life jackets on the boat. Unfortunately, at the time, no one had any of those life jackets on. My colleague Andy Fox is at Riverside Medical Center where those victims were sent. Andy, what's the story over there tonight?
Yeah, Jason, this is the news from here. Earlier today, of course, 9 were brought here to the emergency room. 1 would die. Tyler Lorenzi would die. He was a beloved member of a research facility over in Hampton. Most of these people were kind of like colleagues in government research, and many work for NASA Langley. Of course, the investigators have talked with the survivors, trying to piece together exactly what happened. After they left here, after they left the emergency room, they went back to the house where the party was before they all got onto the boat, and then, of course, the tragedy occurred. And we are now told that everyone has gone home from that house, gone their separate ways, with nothing but tragedy in their minds. This is 23-year-old Tyler Lorenzi. On his Facebook page, Tyler said he loved to ski. His philosophy was go big or go home. He worked here at the National Institute of Aerospace in Hampton, where he was an associate research engineer. Last night, he arrived by boat at this dock with friends. We now know what happened when the boat left Deep Creek headed for the James River. On board, 10 people, including 6 NIA graduate students. Lorenzi was the only NIA employee. Today, those that work at NIA stunned by what happened. Lorenzi described by his boss as brilliant and excited about his work. Robert Lindbergh told us the goal of his research was to develop research engineered material systems to prevent insect contamination on aircraft wings and radiation absorption. Today at the house where the party was held, lots of cars, including those who were on the boat, but no one
answered the door.
Yeah, no one answered the door, and again, we are being told that the assumption is they got onto the sailboat at the end of that dock, they went out of Deep Creek, went out for a midnight sail, and then, of course, everything happened. We'll have more on this story coming up tonight on Wavy News 10 at 6. A terrible tragedy, and Mr. Lorenzi was a 2010 graduate of Northwestern. Brilliant, described as simply brilliant, doing government research, of course, to make materials for planes better. In Newport News, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.